Gift of the Gab. I am Paris. This is One Shot Residue. I'm Lad Clark. Make some noise!
Alright, yeah, it's Tony D, Gift of the Gab. You know about that? Yeah, I make some noise one more time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go, we about to get it in, man. The guy on my left, you've seen him a bunch of times already. Make some noise for Lazy Ass Jack. Alright, and on my right hand side, you have a guy who's brand new to the game. He's never been before battle. This is a whole new experience for him. Make some noise for a man like Niles, Dickens. You already know, Snoop, hold it down. Gift of the Gab, make up some fucking noise. Round one on Niles Dickens. Let's get this shit poppin', my brother.
Right. I'm a virgin battler, so thanks Snoop for letting me in. But you didn't tell me I was going to be battling an actual virgin. How old are you anyway? You're like Generation Z or X? Nah, you're Generation Y. Don't I get any sex? I may be older, but that means I've got nous, mate. Slow it down. Eh? I may be old, but that means I've got an house, mate. I'll tell you what else I've got. A really big gun. It's long and bright, unlike your future son. My gun's so big, it fired the Big Bang. It brought the universe to life and excited Brian Cox's wang. The barrel's in New York, the handle's in the pool. It's so big, you give the trigger a gravitational pull. My gun's so big, I'm buying bullets by the boatload. My gun's so big, it's got its own postcode. It's a marvel. The Hulk can't bench it. I don't holster it, I'm Mariana's Trench it. My gun's so big, it fires out the gherkin. So think of my shard while you're sat at home jerking. Time.
You got some fun in there. Let's go, man.
Oh, so they've got me battling a journalist, and I'll be honest with you, mate, I have never heard of him, so I'm gonna do what Scoop does best and follow you home. I'm gonna find out where this journal lives, and when I do, I'm going to be turning up at the front door, fucking bursting it, but oh wait, it's double locked. You're security conscious, I like it. So that garden fence gets hurdled quick, and then I'm up in his gaff, rummaging through, overturning it until I find out where his journal is, flick through it like, this journal is shit, and then do you a fucking favour and burn that shit. The next thing on my agenda, find out where the office is for Virgin is, turn up with a letter and turn it in, like, Dear Claire Benny, that is your editor, right? Yeah, Dear Claire Benny, I recently met with one of your writers, Andrew James Dickens, and since I spoke to him on the phone, he seems changed. He's different. First thing that happened was I turned up and he said, you must refer to me as Niles Dickens. Walked in with a swagger and was mad arrogant and said there'd be a damn massacre if I didn't battle him. So anyway, needless to say, this is a letter of... if I didn't battle him. I turn up to the event, first thing I see him doing, sell drugs to all of the Gab battlers. So needless to say, this is a letter of complaint. I think he's changed. I could be very wrong, but let's face it, this is the worst bit of work experience that I have ever done. Yours sincerely, Jake Solomon.
It doesn't fun.
Now, I won't let a fetus defeat us. Right. You're going to need more than a band-aid this Christmas. I think so far I've been too deferential. It's time, Simple Jack, I examined your credentials. King of the Ronalds? What's all this clown shit? Alright? You're a one penny wise guy. You certainly ain't it. What's it like up there above the fog? Are you looking for the exit, like a stretch Rees-Mogg? Come home to the counties where we're both from. Say Burke, don't be a Berkshire. Say Surrey, I'm a Tin Solomon. There's no negotiating this referendum. People like us shouldn't say mandem.
Gold Niles.
You'll know.
Fucking gold Niles.
You'll know Afrojack in the streetwise pub. The only time you get high is when you stand up.
Gold Niles.
Lazy ass Jack, you're more white boy Rick, except nobody is watching. You're no bait for pigs. Your Twitter following, it's only 3 figures, and they're just Russian sex bots and Oxbridge wiggers. Right? You know Ice-T, so ditch the hip-hop stylings, right? Jack it in, go home and have a nice cup of Twinings. It's fine.
Let's go, man.
The first round was funny, I reckon, wasn't it? I run through rappers like you, any kind of basic waste men. I set my paddle light on this platform. I don't know why you think you could change your stations. What the fuck is that name? Niles Barkley meets Charles Dickens. I hate the way you take those names and change them, so does that make me crazy? For thinking that he'll fulfill his great expectations. I mean, that's why as soon as he picked his name he was beat. You are not a rapper, he is basic with schemes. No, you are not a rapper, but you're stood in front of one today and it's majorly peak. Last year he went freelance. He can get this work any day of the week. I mean, but they're saying it's me that's got to test his rep. But if you think you're winning, you're pissing into the wind and onto an electric fence. You are in for a shock. Do you get it yet? You are in for a shock.
Say it again.
If you think you are winning, you are pissing into the wind onto an electric fence. You are in for a shock. Do you get it yet? Oh no? Well, how peak? I'm saying there'll be a battery charge if you try crossing a boundary. So if you try crossing a boundary. So I've been doing this for 3 years, so I won't let you lecture me. I've been on a roll grinding like that mortar and that pestle. You haven't got a lion heart, bitch. You just lack effort. Your writing's ghastly. Let's see if we can change the spots on that leopard. This is like your heart. Let's see if we can change the spots on that leopard. It's like your heartbeat on Charlie. Bitch, you under some mad pressure, but I'll face the media like Brian Harvey and smash records.
Round 3, let's go.
You've not had a cracker, Jack. You're going to be putting yourself this Christmas.
Funny because it's true.
You're a donkey, Jack, it's plain to see. You're a jacked up jackass. You battle like a vegan with soya and jackfruit. Jackie Chan, you're more like Jackie No Can Do. Your girlfriend's been away 6 months while you've been jacking into socks. Jackson 5 a day. Well, she's had another jack in her box.
Go now! Fucking
Use your phone, Jack. Alright? You need an internet connection for an intimate connection. Especially when your Jack's only 3.5 mil, even with an erection. Jack and his beanstalk, a pantomime card. Look out, I'm behind you. Just shout out of luck. I'm cray cray, I'm gonna finish you. Like Jack the Hat. Facts! Right? So, hi Jack. Spy Jack, out the window, there's no coming back from that. Like Jack in the Titanic, you're going down fast. You're crippled like Jack Wilshere when he was up the arse. Right? You're just the Jack Reacher, your puns are so wag. It's time you Brexited this union, Jack. Yeah? I've iced you, Jack Frost. You can't make me shiver, because like a shit Santa, you never deliver. Lazy ass Jack, slap crack Jack. I wrote this in 2 days, right? I'm not a rapper, I'm a chancer. And yet, like your dad, I came once and created a disaster. Right?
Makes sense now.
I've unwrapped you with my Christmas presents, no doubt. And just like your dad, you should have pulled out.
Fucking nerd.
I don't like the fact that I have to battle you because he said he wrote this in 2 days. That's just getting in the way of your gimmick. Motherfucker, I have freestyled most of this and spit for less than 2 minutes. But listen to this headline, right?
Hold it down.
Oxford student battles journalist. Yeah, it's marketable. I really hear you, bro. I just thought it was a little bit more fresh when Pete Cashmore did it 6 years ago. I mean, let me make something explicitly clear. This scene does not need any fucking help from the likes of you. Fucking journalists trying to sway the national opinion with all the fucking lies you spew. They tried to rule this.
Hold it down.
I don't like you fucking journalists and all the fucking lies you spew, trying to control this country with an iron fist. You can get kicked in the arse with an iron boot. I mean, he's been hired through The Guardian. Impressive. Today you should have hired one to work for you. Before I start hurting you. Working for Virgin today, though. Yeah, I see how that works for you. Because you see, this article is going in a magazine that's going to be written for people jetting off for the sun and the scene. You're just writing for tourists. Doesn't mean you have to come and act like one in this scene. Like he's... like he's fucking with me. You come here dressed like this, all over your Facebook, you've got that Doctor Who on a gap year swag.
Go, Jack. Put that last in the shit.
I just got Dr. Marco. Well, you got that Doctor Who on a gap year swag. To be honest, I think that you could play the bit well. Because aside from a fashion sense, you and Doctor Who have got more than one thing in common. Neither of you will ever make a name for yourself. Wow. He's been tweeting online about all the celebrities he's interviewed. Like, that shit's amazing as hell. But you only talk about the people you talk to because you have nothing to say for yourself. You have nothing to say for yourself, so... Oh, God, sorry about your tape, mate. So... Fuck you! Fuck your stupid face! And fuck your bait rhymes.
Bait rhymes.
I write then perform. When you do your job, you do both at the same time. I mean, all of you fucking journalists, you've been telling some great lies about any dude I've